And if y'all are just coming in, welcome, come on in. I'm just introducing myself and the Sunshine Report and letting us know exactly what's going on this morning. I am here to bring the sunshine. Y'all know I'm a human ray of sunshine. My name is Halicue, and I am one of the founding voices of the 92% movement. I am. I'm not the only voice, but I'm certainly one of the loudest ones. I'm one of the leading ones. And I have to begin with announcements with every single broadcast of the Sunshine Report. And this is our special report. This is our Sunday news sweep. This is where we gather up all of the bullshit and the garbage news from the news cycle this week. And we, as Black women and people that are supportive of Black women and our supporters, we take it and we transmute it. We're like Denzel. We're going to leave with something. We leave it with something. Okay, to take for our edification, for our enrichment, for our spiritual and energetic upgrade. We take it's basically it's very much everything. We're rubber, y'all glue. Everything bounces off us and stick to you. They used to have us energetically fucked up out here with all these microaggressions, this constant news cycle. All Zero Man, hey Zero Man. I'm one of your day ones from Mississippi. That is correct, Miami. Indeed, you are. Y'all welcome. Welcome to the chat. Y'all say hello to each other. I am your friendly neighborhood thought and intellect leadership podcaster, content creator for Black women. Hey, pals. Y'all please put some... When the executive committee is here, y'all know what I want to see down in the chat. I want to see palm trees for Ocean Summer. I want to see light bulbs for pals. I want to see flames for Aaron. I want to see a queen for Coretta Scott Queen. Okay, dragons for Silvana. I want to see some keys for Kate. Y'all come on in. Thank you for being here. I love our moderators. Look at me using the what'd you say? Using the automatic tapper from your showcase. Hey! Girl, I'm using mine too. Over here, she helps those who help herself. I believe in women's empowerment. And so, y'all, I have an announcement before we begin today. And I'm so glad. I almost started going off on your boy EJ, but I decided I'm going to let that wait for entertainment news. I'm going to leave it for entertainment news. I want to make an announcement. Hey, Wakandan Songbird. Wakanda forever. Wakanda forever. I just want to make an announcement. Black women are no longer accepting applications for allyship in this so-called, hey, Yvette, and this, we're no longer accepting applications for allyship, random people's calls for unity, togetherness, coalition building, coming together that don't start with anti-Blackness or being anti-misogynoir. If you don't own the Evite for the project, if it don't start with, first of all, we are anti-racist and we are anti-misogynoir. We are actively not a misogynoir. We're not interested. And don't take it personally. Let people know, don't take it personally. We're still very much open to brunch. We will absolutely show up at the function. We have an outfit and everything. Of course we want to go to the Cardi B concert. Of course we want to see Jay-Z at Madison Square Garden. Of course. Why would we not? Don't ask us to participate in no group project, though. Because people be lying in their applications. Okay? If the project does not start or begin with real working practice of anti-Blackness and anti-misogynoir, the hatred of things that are feminine and Black, we're not available. We're not available. I want you all to do the way I tell my daughter to do. When we have a family engagement, Coretta, thank you so much for those populars. Y'all, thank you for being here, being down in the chat. I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. I want us as the 92%, when we embody our 92% selves, our collective self, and somebody starts asking us all this craziness, but we need to come together and it's time for unity. Be like, tell them Halicue said the application was closed. The applications are closed right now. The way I tell my daughter, people start pressuring you about, no, you have to stay for this. You got to stay for that. Tell them your mama is Black and your mama will come in there in a bathrobe and her bonnet and drag you out of there. Like, tell them you got to go because your mama said you have to go. Okay? I'm not anybody's mama, but as one of the leaders and one of the founding voices of the 92% movement, Tell these people that the executive committee said we are all booked up right now. Black women, we are way occupied with other things. Okay? So we're not here for that. Okay? And our posture, I want people to know. I mean, I kind of care, but I don't care. You can even tell people, listen, this is not about rage. It's not about bitterness. It's all, there's nothing worse than like a bitter Leo. Those are the worst. The way where I am with like my wisdom and my age right now, last thing I'm trying to do is be out here and be bitter. I might get angry with y'all. I might get a little annoyed, but I'm not going to be bitter. So when Black women when we say we're not doing any group projects, we're not being bitter by any stretch of the imagination. It's not even resentment. It's clarity. That's what it is. It's clarity. All right. Until further notice, our one issue is anti-Blackness. If people, even if they look like us, and don't let the smooth taste fool you and the tragic light-skinnedness fool you. I'm four Black grandparents Black. Grandma Halicue, Grandma Myrtle. 4. Solon. Okay. That's our issue, anti-Blackness, because a lot of people be looking like us, be skin walking like us, when it turns out they've been raised like, especially if you're first generation, and what you hear in your ear from your parents and in your home and in your church and in your society is not American Black. Turns out there are a lot of different groups with a lot of anti-Blackness they have to work out if they want our participation. They can keep hanging on to it if they want to. But what's not going to happen is us participating. Okay? We're not I know I'm going to love what I'm about to read, what Silvana just said. She says we are not antisocial. We're just socially selective. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That is absolutely true. Aliens, is Nayland in the house? Is Nayland in the house? Oh, what's the comment? Oh, thank you, pals. Pals, thank you for being here. All right. So we're just letting people know. If people don't pass that test, if on their application, on their paperwork, if they cannot demonstrate that they actively reject and resist, especially Black womanhood, then we are thoroughly and very simply uninterested. Ain't nobody angry. We're not gonna beg y'all to do nothing no more. And we are not explaining it for the 100th time. We're just really uninterested. I'm very serious right now. If Black women aren't somehow at the epicenter of it, I'm really not interested in general. Seriously. And I live in a very homogenous place, but that's just the truth of the matter. That's why it's hard for people to get to know me or get into friendship with me, because quite honestly, that's all I'm interested in. Black women, our power, our health, our wellness, then women creating something, anything, building. I'm interested in that. And obviously my family, loved ones, friends. But like other than that, no. No, I'm probably not going to be interested. I'm going to give you several tests to test your anti-Blackness and your and whether or not you're anti-misogyn war. I will often, when I can tell people are trying to get to know me, and good for them for trying, really, because I don't know that I'm an easy person to get to know. Like, good for them for trying. But I'll drop in a little Beyonce. I'll drop in a little Kamala Harris. I'll drop in some Jasmine Crockett. I'll strategically drop in Issa Rae, Megan, the Duchess of Sussex, just to get an idea where you're coming from. And then I'm going to make some judgments about whether or not I want to go to coffee with you. Okay. We do not, returning to truth says we don't have to be angry or interested. It's not for us. So we're good. Exactly. And if it's not for us, we're not interested. Just like I tell my daughters, like, well, what? No. If he's not crazy about you and falling over himself for you, he's not for you. So why do you care? Why do you care? Same way I tell them, we're not angry, we're not begging. There's no need to get all deep into it to try to understand why. We're just uninterested. And so today we're going to go over some of these crazy news stories. It's like it's all one. I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the chat. Sometimes I think it's like a fire hose of toxic, crappy news. And then sometimes I think it's more like a gigantic, gelatinous, poisonous web glob kind of thing that just you remember in The Incredibles when Mr. Incredible like got past and was trying to get into Syndrome's like secret lair and he got to the big screen and he saw that they were killing all the other supers and then somebody like he did something some alarm went off like a sensor or something went off and then all the big gigantic like balls of like this thick lead like but it was also like oh, like, what was the name of the movie? There was a movie, Flubber. It's like, I don't know if it's a fire hose of news, a tennis balls, or if it's like Flubber that's like all over us. But when we come together on Sunday and we do our news sweep and review, this is where we get the flubber off of us. This is like where we take a shower. This is where we take a spiritual bath and get all of this mess off of us. We review it, we release it, and we refresh ourselves. We leave smarter, clearer, less naive, less gullible, and more committed to building our own new Black Tulsa, our own new Black Rosewood, building our own families, working on our own health and wellness. So today's lesson is this: if somebody needs our labor, our loyalty, y'all know they want our votes. They're gonna have to work for our votes. If they want our wisdom, our beauty, our creativity, our emotional intelligence, our organizing, our good counsel, our forgiveness, our softness, our leadership, our cool. They oh God, they're addicted to our cool. They're addicted to it. They're addicted to our spiritual gifts, our credibility. But if they do not have a serious anti-blackness practice, a serious anti-misogynoir practice, they're not ready to prove it. If we ask them in the application, can you please show your work? Can you show your work? If they can't show our work, then they don't get access to us. It is that simple. They can submit that application somewhere else. We're not hiring right now. It may seem like we're hiring. We may come off like Indeed. We may come off like we hiring, but we're not. It's not even going to make it out of the pile. I'm not taking any applications right now, and I am in charge of the 92% West Coast chapter. So I'm just saying. Crystal says, we know they love our rhythm, but not our blues. And you ain't never lied. Oh, we got some folks in the chat. Oh, it makes me so happy to see we got folks in the committee in a lot of different places. Makes me very happy. Y'all welcome. Come on in. Okay, they can submit that application nowhere else. So just off top and just to reset, Halicue, this is the news sweep in review. This is where we take and we transmute and we transmogrify the flaming dumpster fire, the never-ending fire hose of news. This is where we take it and we review it and we transmogrify it. We get something from it. That's why I always put these in the chat on Sunday. And for those of us that are trying to build something, for those of us that are trying to create something, this is very powerful energy. So I appreciate this exchange of energy. You all like tapping, tapping, tapping. Let's put in those hearts in there in the chat. We're going to try to get up to over 100K likes. I'd love for us to get to 50K likes as soon as humanly possible. So if we can get those fingers, if y'all could just get your tap skills going, hitting the heart button, I really appreciate it. And more importantly, when we do that, the different algos know that we're being engaging. We're having a good conversation, and they'll invite people in from the FYP. So y'all come on in, girl, get that clicker. I get mine out. I be helping us. I can't expect y'all to do it yourself. I can't ask y'all to give back that y'all are already being so generous. Y'all are already being so generous. Thank you all so much for your support of the live already, pals. Thank you for those Go Populars. Pals, I'm so happy to see you. Pals, you'd be so proud of me. I co-worked this week with my friend Chris at the library, and we got some stuff done. We did. I was very proud. I saw one of your videos, and when she asked if we wanted to co-work when we were together having lunch, I said yes. If you are a Black girl that's neurospicy, that's nicely neurospicy the way I am, please get into her world. Please, 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 please. I so enjoyed our super fam activation on Friday. We're gonna have another one this Friday. So just a little bit of housekeeping, y'all. We're gonna keep the schedule the way it is every day except Wednesday. We're gonna get started at 8:30, Monday through Thursday. And then on Friday at 3 o'clock. Friday at 3 o'clock, we're gonna do our super fam activation. Let me put that up there. So please become a member of our super fan. This is where I get to take care of y'all. Y'all are so kind and funny down in the chat and so engaging, like so supportive of our movement and all of the content and the podcast over on YouTube. Y'all are looking at the replays over on the tube. That is you asking me to put all of them up. They're all up, by the way. I so appreciate you on Fridays when you're a super fan. This is where y'all come in and I share the things that I love. My cards, my candles, all of my restorative and my wellness and my grounding practices. And I use them to help us be creative and thriving and vibrant in that special magic hour we have together. I absolutely love it. I love planning it. And I want to see more of us as super fam and subscribers. Y'all, thank you so much. Thank you for, y'all are joining the fam club. Thank you so much. Most hate done. Girl, I'm getting, okay, well, let's get to know you. I like that. That's a strong, I may need to join. I really do want to see more and more and more of us in there. I want to make it something that's valuable and worth your time. And it's very powerful energy. Okay. Butterfly says, while scrolling, senior lives haven't stayed long enough to know what it's about. Like, please. This is a safe and loving space for Black women of the 92%. Who are the 92% Black women voters? Us. You see that beautiful long perfection? This is a space for the bad bitches of progressive politics. The base of all things, the base of progressive politics, Black women. Black women. And I say progressive politics because we might be looking for a new sponsor. We're really enjoying our freedom right now. But you can guarantee whenever this idea of democracy and free, like true freedom, true democracy show up, Black women show up doing the right thing for everybody. Some people say hey, Latoya, some people say we're the only responsible people in the room when it comes to voting. That's what people are saying. I'm just saying, Coretta, thank you. So this is a space for us, and more even than Black women voters, I find the women that gravitate to and are engaging and sharing resources in this space have a unique combination of intellect, discernment, psychic perception, that comes together, and intuition in a way that is really beautiful. Almost everybody in this space is interested in something, has a subject matter expertise, and is in some way wanting to grow or build something, even if it's a garden, even if it's a blog. This is where Black women voters specifically, but especially those that I think are going to be primed to be our generation's next leaders and elders. Thank you so much. Who just became a Michelle? Did you just become a super fan? Girl, we're going to have a good time this Friday. Thank you all for becoming super fans. I appreciate you all so much and for subscribing. So that is who we are. That is what we are about. Happy Sunday. I'm so happy y'all are here. Woo! Y'all make me so happy. I am going to work my little booty off to make this the most thriving and vibrant community for us. Oh, the places we are going to go. I know this. Oh, thank you. Y'all know I love a crown. Thank you, Star. Oh, Star Tribeca. I appreciate that. Oh, I love it. And thank you all for visiting my gift gallery. I appreciate it so much. Jill Stein said she couldn't make it to Cuba. We're going to talk about these fools going to Cuba. Why don't y'all leave these Cuban people alone? They have enough to deal with. These so-called leftists and third-party idiots got on a plane to go down to Cuba. They know them people ain't got nothing to eat. They know it's no lights. Thank you, Star Tribeca. Ain't no electricity. It ain't no lights. And here they go. What do they think they're doing? Oh my God. Y'all, don't get me started. Why don't they leave those people alone? If you really want to help people in Cuba, there's lots of ways you can do it. I know I've been to Cuba about 3 or 4 times. Coretta, daily embarrassment. Like truly, I know and love people in Cuba. My favorite Afro-Cuban dance instructor, I believe, is from Matanzas. Please leave her alone and people alone if y'all not bringing solutions. If those heifers don't get off that plane with food, with not even food, with the things that they need, like anybody I know that travels to Cuba, you basically travel with an extra gigantic suitcase crammed to the hilt with anything you can put in there. Underwear, socks. That's one of the ways Target used to get my money. Underwear, socks, pots and pans, dishwashing liquid, dish tablets, barrettes for the baby, socks, underwear. Like, I bet you they're gonna show up just as empty-handed. I bet you they're gonna show up with nothing but freaking digi cameras and lights in people's faces. I bet they're gonna be aggravating as fuck. I bet they're not showing up with anything. If I watch that, please start, because I stopped watching the news. I'm like, girl, you're welcome. That's why I am here. That is truly why I'm here. This is where we don't let the news sit on our chest like a brick. We review it, we release it, and we refresh ourselves. And again, just to make it thoroughly clear what our topic is today before we get into the news, if anyone needs anything from Black women, especially Black women voters, the 92%, our softness, our emotional intelligence, our creativity, our leadership, our spiritual gifts, our street cred, our artistry, and they do not have a serious anti-Black practice, then they don't get access to us. And seriously, tell them Big Sis is the one in charge of applications. Tell them to send all applications towards me. Also, we're not accepting applications. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand what I mean? Let them know, please. We can't trust any of them. We truly can't, especially with the news. Oh my goodness. Seriously, they can transmit it someplace else. So let them know. I'll take all the heat for it. Send them to me. It's like I tell my daughters when they're having a rough time, like a rough time so hard they can't even F with it. That's what I be telling them. I'm like, listen, I ain't got no time to be making cupcakes anymore. I'm the one that's preying on our enemy's downfall. Okay? I'm a different mom. I mom differently. Okay? You may not catch me at the PTA meeting. I'm busy. I'm praying against the enemies of his family. I'm turning your enemies into frogs, girls. I'm putting people girls. Like, so, and sometimes I tell them, listen, if it's too much for you, just take it out of your head. We'll do a little head massage. And I said, Mommy's just going to take it. Give it to me. Give it to me. I got it. Give it to me. Because Mommy's going to take it and do something with it. I'm going to take it and I'm going to return this anxiety and this fear. And we're going to return it to sender. That's the way Mommy gets down over here. That's the way Big Sis gets down. That's what we do here in the Sunshine Report, and especially on the news sweep and review. This is where y'all know how on a Sunday you want your house clean. You want something good cooking in the oven. You want to try to get you in a little nap. Here in California, everybody's trying to be out in the sunshine all the time, like all the time. So I take it. That's what we do here. Y'all take it, bring it to me. We chit chat about it. We chit chat about it. Crystal says she's doing double duty with that tapper girl. Thank you. Coming to us with all that yellow from the tube. That is you. I appreciate you. I really do. So that's what we do here. Okay. And I want to say this plainly. Oh God, girl, y'all. Okay. First story. Are y'all ready to get into our stories? Y'all let me know. In the news, y'all let me know. Thank you all for shopping. You know what we're going to do before we get started, though, with the news? Before we even get started, let me just have my Black Girl vitamin drops, please. Are they in here? Where are my chlorophyll drops? Let's go ahead and have our chlorophyll drops, okay? Black Girl vitamins in the house. Y'all know we love our Black Girl vitamins. Let's do this let's have our Black Girl vitamins before we start talking about this war. Because as usual, what are Black women at war with? Who are we at war with? We're not at war with anybody. Y'all stunt queen in chief got y'all into a war. We ain't at war with anybody. All right, y'all get your Black Girl. Here we go. These are my favorites. I gotta tell you, I thank you to Ocean Summer for turning me on to these chlorophyll drops by Black Girl. By not she didn't turn me on to Black Girl vitamins, but those are the ones that I chose because I like to support Black women's businesses. They have a delicious fresh peppermint scent. All we need is a half of a dropper. It is a natural deodorizer. Y'all, I actually noticed that now. Because y'all know I have really sweaty workouts, like because I do dance fitness as my workout. Y'all know I love Afro Brazilian. I love Afro Cuban. I'm studying belly dance. So my workouts are very sweaty. This is a natural body deodorizer. It helps with your digestive support, bloating. All you got to do is drop it into your water, especially for those of you that don't like drinking water. This is perfect once a day. Ocean Summer got me doing this now. And I am feeling it already. It is like freshness from the inside out. It also looks like a potion. It looks like something from Wicked, like we're going to Oz. And I want to drink it and I want to invite y'all to drink it and enjoy it. First of all, because it's black. Black girl vitamins. That's y'all know one of the big decisions we made was to ritualize our wellness. What does that mean? That means we practice our wellness and our strategies together. We make them black. Black Girl Vitamins, this is a Black-owned company. They are advised by a panel of Black women doctors to address our needs. And yeah, this is who I'm trusting before we get ready to start talking about this war. So everybody drink up. Get your Black Girl Vitamins. Let's get hydrated and refreshed. That's another thing about the 92%. We are relentlessly in pursuit of hydration and moisturization, like most Black women. We getting ready to talk about this war with Iran, but Black women ain't at war with nothing but ashiness and a lack of moisturization. Black women are at war with dehydration. We're at war with ignorance and fuckery and shenanigans. That's what we're at war with. We're at war with incompetence and mediocrity, particularly white male mediocrity. And seriously, y'all, I look forward to this every day, which is why I save it. I save my okra water. I save my Black Girl vitamins which reminds me, speaking of Black Girl vitamins, and speaking of our wellness and practicing it together, y'all know I have ADD. Sometimes I have a hard time remembering to do things. I never forget my skincare. I never forget to brush my teeth. But y'all know sometimes when we have ADD, we have a tough time with keeping up with like routines and habits. And so, where are my vitamins? My once a day. Thank goodness I joined the subscription so I never have to worry about like being out of my vitamins. Do I have them up here? Did I pen them? I don't know if I did. I'm gonna pen the whole thing, and y'all can see it there. But I'm also gonna take my vitamins for show. My favorite vitamins from the Black Girl Vitamins line, my top 3, and I think I have them all down in there, is the collagen powder. I literally have the collagen powder 2 scoops a day. My once a day vitamins and my chlorophyll drops. Like Black Girl Vitamins, y'all know how economic activism is a huge part of what we do. Here we go. And there's my once a day. So let's do this. Let's just get well before we This is a new bottle. I was so happy I had another bottle up there. This is one of those things. It's like my Oka water. Like, you just do a subscription. That way, economic activism. There we go, pals. That way, y'all are so juicy. So these are. I'm not even gonna lie. Sometimes when it's time to go to bed, I want a little sweet nibble. Sometimes I'll have an extra. You're not supposed to eat it too, but they taste so good. And so that's your multivitamin. Black Girl Vitamins, again, advised by a team of Black women doctors. Let me take one more sip and we will go ahead and get into the news. Thank you all for being here today. Oh my gosh, we have a new member of the super family. I'm so happy. I'm going to pin our goal. We're already so close. Y'all already helped us like knock our first flash goal out of the park. I appreciate that. All right, y'all. Let's get started with this so-called war. Y'all, Stunt Queen and Chief say we winning. But if we're winning, seriously, if we're winning, Why are we damn near begging our allies to help us in the Strait of Hormuz? Everybody told us no, by the way. We've been ghosted by everybody. Britain acting like they might do something, but I don't know if that's wise, especially in the situation they in right now. Everybody in a position of power or that was in any way connected to like Prince Andrew, or I forget who it was, who was that minister that they fired because of his close associations with Jeffrey Epstein. Like they under intense pressure right now with the people of the UK and the way their government is set up. They can call an election like that. So people like politicians can suffer immediate consequences if they don't toe the line, and don't nobody want to be involved in this mess. So our first story that we're going to transmute today is Iran, Izzy, and the freaking quagmire that is this war that we got led into by Izzy. The Middle East war continues to escalate. Y'all stunt queen in chief issued Iran a 48-hour ultimatum. I don't know who we think we are issuing ultimatums. Gas prices have never been higher. Y'all tell me what the gas prices are where y'all are. Ours is getting ready to hit over $6. Gas is already high in California. We already start, if you live out in rural areas, you can get gas for $3 and something. But if you're in any kind of, I'm right outside of San Francisco. So we're starting in general for the gas I put in my car. And I don't put in Supreme, I put in the one in the middle for Hoodoo Q. Girl, y'all is getting ready to get close to $6. Y'all tell me what gas prices are where y'all are. 4 cents to $4. Girl, hey everybody. Hey, it's Kate Sees It. $3.90. $4 in Atlanta. Aaron said, ain't nobody fucking with us anymore. We have the exactly good. Everybody is like, new phone, who this? Exactly, Silvana. Exactly. Okay. That's the way we're doing it. Girl, you do the same before bed too. You do. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. And the struggle is real, Michelle. It's truly. Okay, the war is escalated. That's how we know shit is crazy. Iran's strategy in this is not to try to attack the United States directly, but to punish us by basically breaking the world economy because we are addicted to oil, right? And natural gas. That's the way, like, so many of us even get our electricity. 5 to 6 in LA. I know that's right. Star Tribe Cafe. Yeah, I mean, it's already bad in California. Like, so people say the cost of living here is high. Yes, it's high. It's very high. But then yesterday I was also on a pier under the Golden Gate Bridge at 10 in the morning, having a strong cup of coffee at an alumni event, learning how to crab, watching people paddle boarding and practice they little triathlons. Like, it's just beautiful with the Golden Gate Bridge, sailboats. Like, so it's very, so people say cost of living, like, it's, yeah, gas is already high here, but it's getting ready to get worse. It's getting worse. It's getting worse. Okay. So y'all, stunt queen in chief, that rotting sentient sack of pig guts that lives in Michelle Obama's former residence at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, issued Iran a 48-hour ultimatum over the Strait of Hormuz, while Iran threatened to strike energy and infrastructure targets if its power plants are hit. Power plants, which is basically considered, I think I'm right about this. If there's anybody in the military that's in the chat, y'all correct me. Only if you're a Black woman. I am only taking feedback and instruction from Black women. I am implicitly biased in that way. I said what I said. All right. While Iran threatened to strike energy and infrastructure targets, which we're not supposed to do, that's basically, if we hit infrastructure, that's basically attacking civilians. But we lawless and shit out here. Hey, Coach Rhonda, how are you? It is beautiful, girl. The Bay Area. Like, as we were out there, I was like, Fox News really has a lot of America hoodwinked. Like, you can literally, as your own person, like with a bucket and a crab, a little, you can just go fish for crabs off the pier under the Golden Gate Bridge. Yeah, Crystal, it's a war crime. It is striking energy and infrastructure targets. Oil markets are already reacting because Hormuz is one of the most important choke points for global cruise shipments. Did y'all see that man in the Oval Office with the Prime Minister of Japan? Now, I am not a fan. I think her name is Is it Sine Takaichi? Is that her name? Now she's super conservative and far right wing herself. She's not some nice person, but goddamn, don't invite the prime minister of Japan into the Oval Office, no matter what y'all be talking about in the background or how y'all talk with each other. The only thing you have to do to Japanese people is be polite in their way of being polite. You like crabbing, Coretta? I ain't never crabbed before. It was my first time. It was fascinating to watch. We were down at the this weekend. I'm sorry, I'm taking a quick side note. Coach Dad, and he always is on the lookout for the little Dartmouth Alumni Association events. And so, because they have these events and you can just show up and it's nice and you get to meet the students and you get to, like, it's really cute. And so they were doing, the event was learning how to crab down on the pier under the Golden Gate Bridge. And some kids that had just been admitted were there. There was a group of kids there from something called the Irving Institute on energy and society. So I had the nicest conversation with them and talking about the projects they're doing and what studying and learning is right now around energy, its interplay with society during this time of war. It was fascinating. And y'all, it was so beautiful. It was so pretty. And I have to tell you, it's another reason I'm glad I'm hardwired to be hopeful, that the creator would put me in the same. Y'all know I'm deconstructed, but I do believe in a creator and something much bigger and larger than us, and that they would put me in community with these young scholars, one of whom was a beautiful Black woman, that are talking about like energy. Thank you, Coach Rhonda. Like, it made me hopeful in times like this, because y'all, in the books that are going to be written about this, they're going to call this the energy wars. The markets are reacting. This is one of the most important choke points for global crude shipments, especially for like Japan. It's a mess. It is a mess. Let me check the comments. I'm so sorry, y'all. If I've missed a comment, y'all know, y'all please. Yes, I am. I sure am. I'm right across the Golden Gate Bridge in a little town called Mill Valley. The U.S. is the bad guy. Been the bad guy. Yes, that's correct. And everything with us is transactional, ain't it? Pete Hegseth said that everybody that got they get out of jail for, that decided to leave the service during COVID, we want you to come back. All you got to do is sign up for a 2-year stint. Why would anybody do that, Pete? Sid Barron. Sid Barron. Send that who's the little girl that's the stunt queen in chief's granddaughter that's got an account on here? She can barely talk. She seemed like she can't add 2 + 2 either. Why would anyone do that? Like, seriously, when you say the U.S. is the bad guy, why would somebody run to sign up for that? It's not like 9/11. That's what they think is going to happen. That's not what's happening. These people didn't attack us. We were coerced into this by another nation that the children are saying is deeply embedded in the government at all levels. Woo! Shout out to Black Girl Vitamins. Lord have mercy. Why? Yeah, this is crazy. Sylvana says the 2020s are going to give future historians an aneurysm. You ain't never lied, girl. Oh, and Lilith Moon, thank you for leveling up to level 7. I appreciate that. Thank you all for keeping the tapping going. Y'all, we should have been at 100K likes. Let's see if we could crank it up a little bit. I may crank up the tapper. Okay. And that story comes out of Reuters. And here's the deeper. No, it's an enigma wrapped in a riddle. It's a mess. We're in too deep. The snake is eating its own tail, and not in an Ouroboros kind of way. Like, not in a good way. Russia is giving intelligence to Iran, which it's using to attack the other like Gulf state nations, which is also how they're fighting the war. They're attacking our assets there, like our military bases and their important sites that have to do with oil, which is crazy. We're having to ask Ukraine. So Russia is attacking Ukraine. And now we're after being rude to Zelensky in the Oval Office and basically being jerks to them, saying, can y'all please help us with dealing with these drones? We need some help now. And then getting mad when people getting mad at our allies when they say you tripping. It's crazy. Hey, phenomenal Katrina. Thank you for reaching level 27. It's good to see you. Happy Sunday. Girl, you're right. It's a mess. Thank you for reposting and sharing. Girl, thank you. Can y'all please make Phenomenals Go Populars Cascade, please? I would really appreciate that. Okay? And you know what who among us doesn't have like a good Persian girlfriend or like a good friend? Crystal, phenomenal. Thank y'all so much with the Go Populars. Thank you all. Y'all know that's really helpful to us, and it helps get us out onto the FYP. It brings in more beautiful, bold, brilliant, bad bitches of progressive politics and 92% into the room with us so we can have this good conversation. I appreciate you all so much. Thank you all for shopping. There is some good stuff down in there. We got to do a skincare one, y'all. Your girl got some good skincare this weekend. I really did. We'll talk about it a little bit later once we're done with this story. But listen, and something I admire about the way this war is being fought by Iran is that they're doing it the way Black women are doing it. Hitting them in the money, hitting them in the pocketbook, the world economy, the petrodollar, the way Black women did with Target. We said, oh, okay, we get it. We understand how you feel about us now. We got it. That's fine. We'll take our money someplace else. Thank you. We'll take our $2 trillion someplace else. Thank you very much. Thank you. We will absolutely take it someplace else. Let me charge up the phone. I want to make sure I don't go dead this time. Y'all, the live went dead last time because my phone went on straight empty. So embarrassing. Woo, girl's embarrassed. I'm so sorry, y'all. Sometimes power management is a challenge for me. So it may not sound as great. I'm sorry about that, but we'll let it charge up. Pals, thank you so much for sharing that. I'm so sick of these people. Me too, phenomenal Katrina. Me too, girl. Seriously. But I like the way they attacked the pocketbook, the way Black women did with Target. We're like, you know what? The only thing y'all care about is money. So that's what we'll do. That's what we'll withhold. Y'all are all hoarding. The billionaires are hoarding their money. We'll hoard ours. Thank you very much. We're fine. Nope. I've been wanting to plant a Victory Garden anyway. I've been trying to find Black women's products. Y'all, one of the best things we can do to help each other as a collective is find a Black woman's product that you are obsessed with, fall in love with it, and talk about it. Make it your personal mission to help her build her business. One thing. For me, it's a couple of things. I love Black Girl Vitamins. Y'all know I am gone off that okra water. Let's see. I love that new laundry detergent, Pronounce. I love that. There's a new body oil I'm going to be trying. Y'all know who I love is Sergeant Hart. I just got my Sergeant Hart. She's been a day one supporter of the 92% movement. And I promise when I tried her hot sauce, I was like, Sergeant Hart, I'm gonna start putting it down in the cart because she sells it on TikTok and on TikTok shop. I just got my little sampler pack. Once I do my little unboxing video, I'm gonna bring it down here. Support Black women's businesses. Like that. That's what we do. We do our Black Girl Vitamins. We do our okra water. We do our Kadara. We support Black women. That's what Iran is doing. Iran said we're going to hit them in the pocketbook. So that's what they're doing. All right. This is and it also shows to me the way this whole thing is unfolding. Like people don't know what they doing. I know when a man is in over his depth. And every time I see y'all Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth, all I can think is that man don't have no idea what he's doing. I know when somebody is scared because they over their head. They gotta stick to the script because they can't riff, because they ain't got no critical thinking skills. They gotta stick to the script because if they start monologuing, or they start free flowing with information, or just having regular flow of conversation, or just having a real dialogue and truly answering questions, they gotta stick to the script, because if they don't, a bone will fly at their mouth. Thank you, Ashley. So that's why I don't believe nothing to come out of the stunt queen's mouth. When somebody says like, we're winning, I'm like, lies. Because why? All Jake do is front and lie. Thank you so much for that. I love the manifest. Y'all use that energy. Okay. We are being shown to be big bullies with nothing. Once you We are not walking, we ain't got no big stick. We ain't got no, you remember, who said it? Lyndon Johnson. Who was it that said, walk softly, carry a big stick, or was that Teddy Roosevelt? I forget who said it. But we ain't got no big stick. I mean, we have weapons. But I think we're being made fools of. Teddy Roosevelt. Thank you. That was Teddy. Thank you, Posh History Professor. You know you somebody when you got a professor that hangs out. Thank you, girl, for being here. Oh my God. I love brainy ass Black girls. Oh my God. Y'all make me feel so at home. Smartest thing I ever did was start this live. Lord have mercy. Thank you for delivering exactly. Y'all know I'm deconstructed, but thank you for delivering to me the kind of beautiful, brilliant Black women I always wanted to work for and serve. So thank you all. So she did come right in with it. Y'all follow the Posh Historian, please. Follow her. There's no reason for us to ever be out here. And like, oh my God, I love it. Another. Thank you. That makes me so happy. Little Black girl nerd of me with like the glasses that always had my face in a book literally is turning cartwheels inside of my heart. Thank you for showing up like that. It makes me so happy. This is what empire looks like. And by empire, I mean us, the United States. This is how it looks when it's overextended, arrogant, and being forced to reveal that like brute strength and even your reputation is not the same thing as strategy. And it's like Iran seems to understand something. That don't even sound right when I say it. Like a lot of people in Washington don't understand. No, truly, a lot of people in Washington don't understand because they're not smart. There was a time when we used to love to be in and around Washington, D.C. because it's like being in and around Silicon Valley or around San Francisco because, you know, the brightest minds are there. It's like, it's one of the reasons like people like Boston, right? Because we got Harvard there, we got MIT. Like for the most, there's tons of colleges there. Another place, the University Triangle in like North Carolina. Like just smart, you know what I mean? Like smart people are around, like there's a brain trust. But in DC right now, like people really dumb. Motherfuckers are dumb. They got rid of the smart people. They're all grifters, scammers, plotting. They're like jackleg reporters. They don't really do journalism. They just want the easy way out to get clicks and likes with like access journalism. The whole place has had a massive downgrade. You know, but Iran seems to understand that if you want to expose the fragility of power, hit the money. Hit them in the money belt. Strike the roots. Strike the choke points. And in doing that, you basically kind of strike the fantasy that America can underwrite every crazy like aspiration that this small nation called Izzy in the Middle East has. And that will never pay for it. Oh, we paying for it. We're paying at the pump. Y'all, Stunt Queen in Chief is trying to steal our money directly by suing the IRS. And that, I think, is the deeper lesson. The Posh History Professor said, no, for real. They literally got rid of the smart people and called it anti-DEI. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. She is kind of necessarily the smartest girl in class. I mean, objectively, this is a group of brilliant bitches. Like, seriously, she is correct. Yeah, all the smart people are gone. Because all the smart people, because of like academia in general, y'all know the way. That's the reason we have the student code of conduct at private institutions. Your ass can get kicked the fuck out. You got to have some kind of ethics. And you have to learn how to, that's why they want to get rid of those people, because those people have had to have an active practice with like a code of ethics as a student at places like university and in grad school and in their terminal degree programs. She is absolutely correct. So when I say, it's like, I do my little plan, I do my little outline, but even when I write I read what I wrote, Iran understands something a lot of people in Washington pretend, they really don't. If DEI was doing anything, it was still allowing I don't think men understand that like the reason like DEI kept shit 50-50 men, women. all experiences, and they're even showing in admission rates and data now that yeah, shit is looking a lot more female and a lot more Asian. We get rid of this DEI stuff. It's not going to be women, at least at Harvard. I'm using an example from Harvard's incoming class of like last year that was in the Crimson. But it's damn sure going to get more female. Did we accomplish all our goals? Oh my gosh, y'all, thank you. I appreciate that. Holy moly. Let's put up something. I just said, holy moly, Lord. Why did I say that? I ain't even. Y'all, thank you so much for your support. Let me edit the goal here. Let's go. Let's do something fun for today. I want to keep the manifesting. This is a manifesting day. This is where we take this energy and we take it and we change it and we transmute it. So we're just going to keep that going. I like that energy. Thank you all so much for your generosity. I appreciate that. All right, so we updated. We should be good. Thank you all so much. So I feel like if we want to expose the fragility of power, Iran is certainly doing a wonderful job. The Strait of Hormuz, the disruption is already, it's just pushing. Oh, thank you. Oh gosh, y'all, thank you for hitting my gift gallery. It's Sunday. If my gift gallery isn't lit up, I sort of get in trouble. So thank y'all so much for that. I truly appreciate it. I don't know if there's any way for me to pin my gift gallery. I have no idea. Ooh, and there's lots of stuff in there. So thank you very much in hitting my gift gallery. I truly, truly, truly appreciate it, y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, lots of messages. I hope I haven't missed anything. Alchemy, Divine Priestess. I like that. Thank you for the rose. Thank you all for the gold populars. You say, holy cow. I also say when somebody falls down or somebody almost drops something, to this day, I say, whoopsie doodle. One of my friends can knock a glass over at the table and I say, whoopsie doodle. Because of the girls when they were little. That's what I used to say. So thank you for sharing that with me, girls. I don't feel so silly when I say it because I be feeling silly. Yeah, it made them feel inferior. Correct. And y'all, if you put some fire comment in there and I don't see it, please put it back in it. Please just rewrite it and put it back in the chat. A lot of systems. This is so crazy. It's so crazy to be in this position because, like, the way I feel like Cowboy Carter kind of illustrated the bizarre relationship like Black people have with like patriotism in this country because it's a bizarre, but we are some of the most patriotic, as is shown by like how we enlist in the military, the wars we fought in, how we participate with our civic responsibilities like damn voting. And until recently, chopping wood and carrying water for progressive politics. Okay, a lot of systems look real freaking unbeatable until you identify what they actually depend on. And what have Black women, what have we figured out about these systems? What did we figure out directly? Y'all put it in the chat. We're doing it every day with our organized indifference. We also realized a lot of what make the wheels go round in the United States is the labor and the energy of Black women. And we have removed that resource. We are tired of being consumed as the resource. And what do we see? The more we remove ourselves, the more we say, no, y'all got it. Texas, y'all got it. Now you got to earn our vote. Now you got to earn our love, our attention, our time. Good luck. Because we realize we're fine all by ourselves. That's why that's why we're not doing no group projects. And y'all could tell them Halicue said we ain't doing no group projects. Okay. Applications are closed. Tell them if they want to submit an application to submit it to me. But just so y'all know, applications is closed, girl. We ain't doing no group projects. That's the deeper lesson for us. Okay. You don't have to, as Black women, we don't have to outmuscle every goddamn problem. Sometimes we just need to identify the choke point. Where's the money? How are they trying to make money on us? Where are they depending on us? Where are they getting access to us, our time, our energy? Where is that happening? What's the thing they cannot keep doing without our participation? Y'all remember when our children on TikTok said, we're doing these dances and we're working the shit out of this choreography, these dances, and then these other kids, these mediocres, are taking our dance moves, making them popular, and then taking it to Ellen. So what did our children do? What did Black children do? They were like, we're not doing these dances on TikTok no more. Now what? Now what y'all gonna do? That's the strategy. That's discernment. Like that is such grown woman energy that we're doing as like Black women. The lesson is, like for us, because that's what we want to do. That's what we're doing with this crazy ass news cycle. That's what we're doing. We take it, we talk about it, we figure out like what is good, what can we take, what information can we take. The lesson is that it's not that this chaos is good. We're not happy with this chaos. We don't like the the literal flaming hot garbage dumpster fire of news every day. Like we don't like that. We don't like the chaos. We don't want the chaos of global markets. We got 401ks too and investments. We don't like that. It's just that this power is often a lot weaker once we figure out like what it actually feeds on. And a lot of something we figured out is that it feeds on Black women. It feeds on us, our energy, our time. Us always saying, we'll do it, we'll fix it, it's our fault. We'll work harder, we'll tap dance for, love and acknowledgement. We'll do extra work, like just to say we're in the room, much less ever get to the table. We're not doing that anymore. And the more we remove the valuable asset that is our energy, our time, our attention, the care of our nervous system, the more we see, oh, y'all's a hot mess. And y'all never believe nothing y'all said. Okay? And I want us to do that, y'all. When we think about our 92% selves, we're not just looking at the news. We're not just looking broadly. I hope we take it and we zoom in on our own lives. Because we can mine some gold from that. Ask yourself, if anybody needs a prompt, y'all know I love a prompt. If anybody needs a prompt, what in your life has been pretending to be invincible, but is actually just dependent on your labor, your agreement, your attention, your silence? That's the reason, like, as Black people and talking about like where we are in the United States, we keep bringing up the color purple. Celie, who looked as though she was the most vulnerable, weakest person in the house, like in the dynamic. Do we see what happened when Celie left and freed herself? Mr. looked like he was running the show, right? The fields were all, Mr. I was a prosperous landowner. He reminded me way too much of it in my family, actually. That movie always stressed me the fuck out. Definitely reminded me of my people and my folks in Mississippi. Prosperous folks own some land. When Celie was there, meek Celie, don't say nothing to nobody, covers her smile, having to endure abuse from everybody. When she left, the whole thing fell apart. Like literally the whole house fell apart. That's where we are. So let's ask ourselves, what in our life have we been pretending to be invincibles, actually dependent on our labor, our agreement, our attention, and our silence? Lord, 99 messages. I'm sorry, y'all, if I missed. She is we indeed. Turned out she was running the whole show. Y'all know what makes me cry every time I see it. Every time I see it in that movie, and it catches me off guard every time. There's a lot in the movie that, builds to a crescendo in us, right? Like we're very spiritual people, but it's not God is trying to tell you something, although that gets me every time too. It's not the sisters. Oh Lord, I'm gonna start crying. It's not the sisters running and hugging each other and Maki Dada, like all that. It's when Celie is on that train, when she has clearly passed the Mason-Dixon line and she is sitting in first class, and she goes and she sees the kids running to get coins, and then Celie runs to the back of the train and her gloves, honey, holding her champagne, honey. And the porter reaches, like sends over like the gold chocolates. Oh God, I'm not gonna cry. And she flings the chocolate to the little children on the train track and she picks them up. That's in the part of the movie where Black women are now. And the rest of the world, Mr. Everything at home is falling apart, but Celie's getting ready to get outside. Celie getting ready to put on her glad rags, as my mom used to say. Hey, Naylin. Y'all put some aliens in the chat for Naylin. Y'all, thank you all for joining us. This is the Sunshine Report. We're getting through this news. We're taking it. We're transmuting it. Thank you all for joining us today. Thank you for shopping. There's some fun stuff down there. Oh, I said I would talk about What's my new favorite thing? Y'all, I got in the street yesterday a little bit. I went to go, I had some points accumulated at Blue Mercury, and I gave myself this morning. I had a nice little skincare. I gave myself a strong glow peel this morning. Scrub. I did like to do a little like end of the week, like scrub, the way we do like a news sweep, the way we're sweeping the news. Your girl did a scrub. They're like these wonderful little packets. Now, Blue Mercury is my favorite place to like, and I love Blue Mercury is here on TikTok Shop. And M61 is the skincare. It's like the store brand. It's like the Kirkland of Costco. So for like Blue Mercury, there are all of these luxury, like high end like lines, but their own personal skincare brand, like their brand is very reasonable. And it's very good. What do the kids call it? Like white label. So it's like their white label. It's really good. And I gave myself a glow peel. Y'all have asked me so many times about the skincare. I keep saying I'm gonna do a skincare video, but in the meanwhile, I'm gonna let y'all know like the stuff that I use. And I had a nice little visit yesterday. Oh, and y'all in store. I don't know about on TikTok Shop. I bet on TikTok Shop too, but like they're having their spring sale at Blue Mercury. This line is on sale. And for me yesterday, if you spent over $200 because I needed eye stuff, I needed under eye cream. I'm gonna unpin this and show y'all what I got yesterday. If y'all like to do any, if y'all like to do a little skincare, y'all know we love to ritualize skincare around here. I was shopping for when you get ready and you run out of your little nighttime eye cream. So I was like, let me see if I got some points accumulated. And I went down to get eye cream. So I think it was, what was it? Was it like an extra $50 off if you spend over $200? Plus, they always give you tons of samples. And so I was able to get like a couple of things. Plus, I had points accumulated. So I got out of there with like $300 worth of like skincare. For like $90 because they stack. So please check them out on TikTok Shop. This is the line I use. I got one of these yesterday. I got the serum. I got the water cream, but this is the one that I use at night. And I just tap it under here. And I don't think I have a filter on. But M61 is a huge part of like my skincare, is a huge part of my skincare routine. And I love Blue Mercury. And I think I love the acid peels. And this is what I got yesterday. So if you have a Blue Mercury, they're here on TikTok Shop. You can get all of like my favorite products here. I have like 6 or 7 products from M61. And again, it's like the white label brand of Blue Mercury. They're here on TikTok Shop. This is what I use, and this is what I re-upped yesterday. So y'all please ask me any kind of questions. I got 3 kinds of cream. I got 1 serum, 1 eye serum. I got the water cream boost, and this one, the rich cream hydrating, because I like it at night. I like it dang near greasy. I want to feel like the ladies used to be in the 50s. And I don't know what the advertisements look like in 50s and 60s, but in the 70s, when the ladies would put on the like creams and stuff at night and make it look like a mat, that's the way I like it to look. I need lots of hydration again, because what are Black women at war with? Nothing but dehydration and ash. That is all we're at war with. And I think I put a little video up on what I went and got yesterday. So y'all come on in. Second big story, the one that kept getting my attention over and over. And I think I'm thinking about it because we're getting ready to travel. We're going back east next week, y'all. And let me take some time to reset. Hey, everybody, this is Halicue. This is the Sunday News Sweep edition of the Sunshine Report. I am your friendly neighborhood thought and imagination leader, podcaster, content creator for Black women of the 92%, the most beautiful and the baddest voting base in progressive politics. I say progressive politics and not Democratic politics because I don't know. We might be looking for a new sponsor. The midterms are going to be real interesting now that we've told them they got to earn our vote. They can keep playing if they want to. They can keep playing. They better learn our issues real quick. Because midterms approacheth. That's who we are, the 92%. And everything I do in here, I do for us, by us. And I'm so happy to have you with me today. This is very special when we do our news sweep and review, which is what this is. It's a little different than our weekly Sunshine Report where we go over all the news. And we got a little bit of entertainment news I want to go over. Your boy EJ has been making the rounds. EJ Johnson, y'all know Magic Johnson's child. I'm not sure of their pronouns, so I'm going to say they. I don't want to disrespect them, and I want to get their pronouns right. Yeah, they had some really interesting things to say. And normally I would pay this no attention, but I can't help but feel that it's kind of addressed towards Black women. So we'll chit chat about that a little later. But in the meanwhile, the story, we take all of the biggest stories of the week and we come in here together, we talk over them, we talk over them. We don't let the news sit on our chest like a brick. We review it, we release it, we refresh ourselves, we leave smarter, clearer, less gullible, and more committed to building our own beautiful Black bold empires. All right. And our main lesson today is that I just want everybody to know applications are closed for allyship. This is the part of the game where everybody wants to come together with Black women and say, F you, F your issues, F your needs. We just all need to come together for the sake of unity. We're not accepting applications right now. Applications are closed officially. Y'all could tell them Halicue said it. Okay. I'm not the only voice of the 92%, but I'm one of the loudest ones and one of the founding ones. And we're not accepting applications for any of that right now. Applications are closed. They can send their application if they want to, but they're closed. We wouldn't look at it anyway unless it led with anti-racism. If people are not actively working on their anti-racism, especially their anti-misogynoir, we're not interested. Not anymore. Not ever again. Let me check out these messages. Tamurlock says, I love her fashions, but EJ came for us as if we're in competition, girl. Yes. And we're going to discuss it. We're going to discuss it right after. I promise I'm going to move it up. We're going to do it right after this one. And this one is about y'all stunt queen in chief threatening to sick ice on us at the airport. Okay, they say the Save America Act is advanced procedurally in the Senate, but it's still expected to fail because Republicans don't have the 60 votes needed to beat a filibuster. Critics say that it could disenfranchise millions by requiring documentary proof of citizenship and stricter ID rules. It is a hoot because what they're asking for, hey, phenomenal. Thank you for coming up, for swooping in over there. I see you, girl. I see you. Thank you. I appreciate that. That really means a lot to me. Thank you so much for supporting from over there. I truly appreciate it. All right. The funny thing is, on one hand, I get it. Y'all, stunt queen in chief knows, he knows that the midterms are about to be a bloodbath and we are almost entirely, absolutely taking back the House. The Senate might be in play. He's done that badly. He knows if gas across this nation is getting up in a lot of places, $5, $6. If it starts hitting $7 and $8 here in California, that's going to be a wrap. We're not creating no jobs. They'll come out and lie and say, oh, this is where we are with job creation. But then when they readjust, it's like, ain't creating no jobs, got into a war. His own factions, MAGA, they fighting, y'all. The girls are fighting. And y'all know I'm solidly anti-violence. Y'all know my work when I first got out of college was, I thought I was going to be a lawyer for a little while. So I was a legal assistant until, I thought I was going to go to law school. And y'all forgive me. I'm just trying to make this slightly smaller. Thought I was going to law school and all of that. But then I really loved my volunteer work and sexual assault and domestic violence, sat on some boards, I do hotline calls. So I'm solidly anti-violence because I grew up in a violent home. I was a child witness to violence. So I'm very anti-violence, but the girls in MAGA are fighting. The Red Hat crew is fighting. And I say, let them fight. Like the Godzilla movie, y'all stand back. They just talking. Just leave it alone. Let them talk. Let them talk. Okay. Megyn Kelly is mad at Mark Levin. What's the one with the eyebrows? Nick Fuentes is out. I can't even. He is coming up on my FYP. They fighting. Nick Fuentes is telling them not to vote and to say, like, you must vote for Democrats to get these Republicans out. Y'all stunt queen in chief is on Mark Levin's side. It's a mess. It's a mess. They fighting. They are fighting. The only thing, girl, you are so Tamura. You ain't never lied. And let's just pin that. They got your, oh, that was Savannah. They got your info, no ID for the draft, but act like they don't know you for your voter registration. Exactly. And I'm telling y'all right now, the people that's going to have their paperwork correct is us. Black women are traveling independently and in groups like never before. We got our passports. Y'all be breezing through clear. Y'all be going straight to the executive lounge. We travel. Black women, we got our paperwork together. I'm telling y'all, it's gonna be his people, his folk, these folk, whose paperwork. Oh, do I have this? Thank goodness. I don't have to pick up this whole clipboard. Y'all hang on one hot second. I made multiple copies on sturdy paper. On sturdier paper. So yeah, y'all. That's us. That's 92% right there. I promise you, we're going to have our paperwork together. These people, however, or as my grandma used to say, however, I bet you they ain't got their paperwork together. I bet their paperwork is just as messed up. Exactly. Yes, Scarlet, TSA, Clear, Global, all the things. Black women are, I'm telling you, are in these streets. They outside. That's what me and all the other aunties were like, girls, now is not the time to get pregnant, girls. We're going to talk about that a little bit later. I've seen at least 20 women my age being like, no, honey, just be outside, honey. Go to spring break, sweet pea. I don't know what the hell y'all doing in Hurston. I hear we acting a fool in Hurston. I hear marriages and relationships are over because Black women needed to go to Hurston for spring break. Whatever y'all were doing, keep doing it. Be young, live your life, enjoy yourself, have a good time. TT's got bail money. Don't worry about it. Y'all go enjoy yourself. Don't be starting these families out here right now. This is a crazy time. I be trying to tell people you can have plenty of money, a loving relationship, tons of stability, and it's hard. Now is not the time. These people are crazy. Don't be, and I would say put off the weddings too. Don't be changing y'all's names right now because it's people don't go nowhere. They ain't gonna be able to fly vote. That's true. They don't know how to get they don't know how to get nowhere. Mima ain't seen that birth certificate since baby daddy number one burnt down the trailer with all the kids' paperwork in it. I already took my vitamins, didn't I? I've got to stop eating my black girl vitamins like candy. I've got to stop. I've got to stop. Latoya says, I tell my daughters, don't add to the population and don't take away from the population. That's all we got to do. Yes, other than that, have fun. I swear that's something I don't think I understand. Like, why are y'all stopping in the enjoy yourself? And I'm telling you this as somebody that got married very young. Y'all don't listen to me. I used to be a matchmaker in another life. Y'all listen to me. I'm trying to help. Y'all, thank you so much for tapping your hearts out. Thank you for the tapping. Thank you for hitting the little heart button and the little like button. And thank you for sharing. Thank you for becoming members of the Superfan community. I appreciate it. Hey, Levies. Hey, Dollface Goddess. How are you? Y'all put some purple in the chat for Dollface Goddess, please. Yeah, other than that, y'all know I don't like telling us what to do. I don't like telling Black women what to do. But young women, girl, you would just send a gender reveal. Every time I hear gender reveal, I think of Miss Shirlene. And she's like, gender reveal, when you gonna reveal it? When are you gonna reveal the baby's father? Oh my God. Every time I say gender reveal, man, that is something that y'all, that's for young women. That's thank goodness my peer group. That'll be my daughter's peer group that does that. I think I'm gonna be able to avoid a lot of those invitations. Plus, we have a lot of babies in our family, and like Mississippi, I had a lot of little babies in the family right now. My cousin Gerard, my twin cousins, my sister Caitlin is about to have a second little boy, to be big brother to Sav. Oh my gosh, she's one of the baddest ones we've ever created. That one's a winner, I'm telling you. I get little grandnieces. We have a lot of babies like in the family, but I don't really get to get home that often, so I don't get the gender reveals. I don't get those. I'm glad I got to be honest. I don't. And it was a girl. Okay, more girls. We need. Lord knows. I think Lord knows. I think y'all know I'm deconstructive. That's just how I talk. I truly think that women are the way. That's the only way we getting out of this. But otherwise, y'all just chill. Chill. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your life. I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Like, y'all have so many, y'all are able to meet and connect the way women were never able to meet and connect. I am a member of a group of Black women that likes period novels. Like we like Bridgerton and shit like that. Like we like Pride and Prejudice. Like we like Sanditon. Like you can form groups and communities and travel and go to retreats and work on your issues and stuff together. There's Black girl therapy. Oh my gosh, there's NerdCon, there's Afrotech. Like y'all, there's all these cool things for y'all to do and be doing. I don't. So we're gonna get to that a little bit later. Hey, phenomenal Katrina, I love when you're able to come in. Our next story. So the Save Act. Y'all, and since like y'all know we're in a bit of a government shutdown, so TSA agents are not being paid. In some cities, lines are crazy. And in what I feel is a threat, y'all stunt queen in chief that lives at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue is now threatening, I call it threatening to sick ice on us. Basically trying to put pressure on Congress and his lackeys in Congress, trying to get them to get blood from a turnip. I don't know how he don't know how shit works. He thinks he can just proclaim and threaten. And I feel like this is one of the threats on the American people. Threatening to sick ice on us. Telling us that ICE agents would be deployed to US airports starting Monday to help. ICE agents have never done anything except to help chaos, confusion, and to be an instrument of terror. That is how he's using them. He's using them the way they were used in the movie One Battle After Another, as his own personal goon force. That's how it feels to me. It feels like the continuation of fascism. And I wonder if it's supposed to keep us from leaving. Y'all know Coach Dad don't want me getting on here. Coach Dad don't want me getting on here with fallacies and fairy tales and conspiracy theories, but that's how it feels to me. It feels very malicious. It feels very malignant. It's a threat on us and it's ethnically targeted. I believe you. How you think they're going to be patting down Black and brown people? Showing up like a goon squad, like the SS, the Lose Act. Exactly. It is ridiculous. Oh, you can't hear me? Uh-oh. Can you guys hear me now? Can you guys hear me now? Is that better? Is that better? Y'all give me a thumbs up. I'm sorry. Yay. Okay, cool. I had to plug in the mic back in because I want to charge up the phone. Because y'all know was it Thursday? Like phone just went dead. I was so busy running my mouth, like I forgot the phone. Like I forgot I was because there's a little piece. And by the way, I love this microphone. If you go live or if you're a podcaster, y'all, it used to cost so much money to get equipment. And now on TikTok Shop, like I am in love with some of these electronic brands that makes it so easy for you to be a live host. Where's my favorite mic? Did I put it on here? Yep, there she is right here. And I particularly love this brand, Mayono. I absolutely love them. This is so reasonable. Y'all, there was a time to get my big baby mic, to get this one. Like, this is my podcasting mic. But my one that I love for live, that if I'm not also simulcasting someplace else, I only like this one. This is wireless. The only thing that's stuck in here is my headphones so I can hear myself. So I'm not screaming. So I'm not screaming my head off at y'all. I absolutely love it. It's got this like advanced noise cancellation. So if you're a Black girl podcaster, or you want to do live and you want to get started, this is your mic. And Mayono is the name of the company. I love it. It is high quality. It is like very chic. It's got this like 3-stage noise cancellation that like reduces hum and echo and background noise. I could literally take this thing out and like walk around with it. I could completely like detach this. It is wireless. It's designed for you to walk around with it, portable and wireless. And I hope if you're a Black girl podcaster, and I know some of y'all are in here, or you're aspiring Black girl podcasters, and you're wondering, where do I get started? What kind of equipment? Girl, I got you. Everything you need, everything that I use is down there. This mic, my lamp, and she is reasonable. She is under $100. And be looking for your little coupons or like whatever. All right. And these days, y'all, like when I first started podcasting, I was podcasting in a damn closet because you would have to have like soundproof. Now you don't need that. I can carry this around. The sound is excellent. It has really flexible connectivity. It comes with all of your, to like charge it up. Um, it's got all of these wireless options for like you can use it across multiple devices and platform. It has a really long battery life. Like y'all know I go live every single day. I go live every single day. And y'all, I only have to charge this thing up like once or twice. When I didn't have it plugged in, I wasn't trying to charge the mic up. I was charging my phone up. So if you're a Black girl with a podcasting dream, you want to start your podcast, you want to go live, this is it. Y'all, I can afford any mic I want, but I knew when I saw this one, I was like, this is perfect. Like this is absolutely perfect. And I love it. And I also want y'all part of the 92% movement for me personally, and one of the big decisions I think a lot of Black women made was us being more visible, putting our voices out there. And the 92%, we have a very unique collection of women that have a subject matter expertise. There's something they want to create. There's something they want to share. Part of the reason we got into all this mess that we're talking about, like the SAVE Act, like the war and Iran, is because of men on mics and these podcasts that are funded by foreign governments and like bad actors to influence people. We have to counteract the influence in a way that is natural and holistic to us. And I think Black women we're natural storytellers. We're natural griots, repositories of information, of wisdom. And we need to be on the mic. We need fewer men on the mic. Shout out and all respect to the official gentleman of the 92% movement, but we need Black women on the mic. And I have got a mic for you. I've got 2 mics for you. I've got 3 mics for you down there. But these are my favorites. I love this one. And I love Big Baby. I got both of them down there. And this one is entry level and reasonable. You could literally walk around your house with this. You could set this up in your kitchen. And if you don't want if you don't want earbuds attached to it, but I do recommend it's just like kind of a good podcaster hygiene. You want your little earphones like plugged in there so you can hear yourself, but it's gorgeous. Look at it. And it makes its own little effect. So I strongly, strongly, strongly recommend this mic. And we need more Black women on the mic. I hope if I inspire you to do anything, is to get your own mic, even if it's a little lavalier mic. All you need is a phone and a mic, and I'm ready. You can start your Black girl podcast. And if you're interested in learning how to start a podcast, come hang out with me. Everything Aaron Ashley, the voice guru Carol West on Fridays at 4 o'clock Pacific time for Black girl podcasters. It's our live Black girl podcast community here on TikTok. If you are a Black girl that has a dream of a podcast, you want to know how to start a podcast, if you want to ask a question about a podcast, and even better, if you already have a podcast and you want to promote it, come hang out with us. And if the only thing that's keeping you from doing it is this mic, get it. It's right down there on TikTok Shop. And if you don't want to buy it from me, that's cool. Buy it from another Black woman and give the commission to another Black woman. So I just wanted to shout out the mic. And I hope I see y'all at Black Girl Podcasters on Friday. All right. So I think this threatening to put ICE in airports is just another threat and another terror attack, is another terror tactic. Y'all, Stunt Queen in Chief said that ICE agents would be deployed to U.S. airports starting Monday to help. Like they've ever helped with anything except chaos and fear and tears. Y'all, they're saying at these detention. Thank you. Forgive me for putting on lipstick. This bright lips are hard to maintain. How y'all be doing it? It's hard to keep it on all day. I should have put a little. Yeah, he does. Can't stand us. Can't stand the American people. Hates American. Ooh. So y'all know they're saying there's pregnancies now in these detention centers, which means they're sexually assaulting the girls and the women in there. A lip primer, girl. I ain't never heard of a lip primer. Let me write that down. Lip primer. All right. Oh, if I can find out Danessa Myers makes one, I'd be trying to buy my makeup and my as much as I can, my makeup and absolutely my hair care. I'm pretty much Beyonce and Sacred loyal. Did y'all see Sacred's got a new styling line out? Beyonce, feelings really hurt. I didn't get a PR package, but that's okay. That is okay. I just went ahead and bought it anyway. I wonder if she does. I hope she does. Maybe she does, like a lip primer. It's hard keeping this lipstick on. I think it's because I run my mouth so much. And I'm always drinking warm, nourishing beverages. Trying to stay hydrated. Y'all, the Black Girl Vitamins has the nicest, fresh little. It doesn't taste like toothpaste. It has this hint of mint, and it's so nice and refreshing. I'm gonna check Indigo and Takoi. I'm gonna check. I will. All right. So, what do I take from this? And I've been thinking about it a lot because, again, we're headed back east, like little Scorpio. We're going to take her on a little back east college tour. We're going to go back to Dartmouth. It's going to be so much fun. All the SAVE Act is voter suppression. That's all it is. They know it's about to be a bloodbath in the midterms. They want to keep as many people from voting as possible because Republicans always want as few people to vote as possible. The fewer people vote, the more chance these people have of winning. That's why they try so hard to keep us from voting. That's why they send in paid ops like Jill Stein and these leftists, these Bernie bro types, to get in Black women's face and try to tell us they're not going to vote, and then like tell us and try to threaten and terrorize us and say, well, we're not going to vote and we're going to withhold our vote. Also, that won't work no more because we're not scared of shit. We may withhold our vote, earn our vote. We're going to always vote. But if you mess with us and you play in our face, y'all not going to like what you get. We're going to start writing in. Yeah, they think they're going to get that James Tallarico through. That's not going to happen. He's a plant. It's not going to happen. Tamura says sexual violence is vital to patriarchy and the latter is vital to fascism. You ain't never lied. Ew, Indigo says they do. It's coming, girl. I hope it does. I'm like Beyonce, I ain't never been more loyal to anybody with hair care. I literally don't use anything else. But so all this is voter suppression tactics. And this is where he comes in with the threats. Voter suppression hits some turbulence. So here comes the bullshit and the fuckery in theater. That is why I call y'all's president the stunt queen in chief, because that's all that hoe know how to do is perform stunts. This is just another stunt. It's just another threat. Here comes the intimidation. Here comes the spectacle. The threat display is to have us scared at the fucking airports. I'll never forget when somebody said, we know fascism is coming when they start trying to control us leaving. And that's what it seems like and it sounds like to me. The purpose is to make people fucking anxious, to make public spaces feel hostile, to make movements feel like they're surveilled. They want to make voting feel difficult. They trying to turn something like birthright citizens. The only thing that has ever been like consistent and true about our immigration policies is like, yo ass is born here. You stuck with the United States. That's your citizenship. So they want to make citizenship feel like it's conditional. They want to make ordinary people. They want to make us feel like Black people. Who called it the N-wordization of everybody? They're trying to make everybody feel like they are one bad day away from being handled. That's what this is. That's exactly what it is. And that's why I keep saying our issue is the main issue until we figure out our entire platform. I got some ideas. I'm going to be sharing them about what our platform should be as a 92%. They're going to F around and turn us into our own party or our own or our own pack or something. if they keep going. It was Cornel West. He said it. I used to love Cornel West. Watch Anniversary with Diane Lane. Ah, have I seen that? No, let me write it down. I like Diane Lane. I'm not going to write it on here. Let me write it over here. I don't know why I'm feeling lightheaded. I had a nice big breakfast today. Y'all, I can't do intermittent fasting anymore. Ain't no way you can get 150 grams of protein in if you don't eat in the morning, even with all my collagen powder, girl. So I had a nice big breakfast. I don't know why I'm feeling a little lightheaded. It must be being in the presence of all these beautiful, bold, brilliant Black women. Yeah, no, he's another one. He just threw his lot in with West, with Jill Stein, and became one of the ops. I bet you he's on his way to Cuba. All right. This is why, and again, the SAVED Act, these threats, this is why I keep saying our issue is anti-Blackness. Until we determine further, yeah, our main platform is anti-Blackness. Hey, D the Queen, welcome. Come on in. Black women are expected to always be the emergency response team for democracy. Turns out we're the only ones that really believed in democracy now aren't we? That's the way it looks. That's the way it looks. They want us to be this emergency response team. And the truth is, we are America's early warning system. Black women always have been. The first one to be like, some ain't right. Some of the milk ain't clean. This don't seem right. This don't sound right. Yeah, West has turned into a grifter. Sadly, it's so sad though, because when I was a younger woman, I used to really like and admire him. And I think it's because my Venus is in Gemini. When men are like, because he's an intelligent man, you can't take that away from him. Like my Venus is in Gemini. So when a man like knows how to talk and express himself in words, if he is funny, and for a man to come across, for a man to have a sense of humor that's attracting to me, like he has to be smart. A dumb man has never been able to get anywhere with me, like ever. Talking to me, like not even remotely. Hey, 92. Hey, Cultured Legacy. I love your name. Let me check you out. Creativity is seeing what everyone else has seen and thinking what no one else has thought. I like that. That's very nice. Y'all, welcome. Come on in. My name is Halicue Hannah. This is the Sunshine Report. This is our special Sunday show, the News Sweep and Review. This is where we review the news. Hi, Paris. Hello. Nice to see you. This is where we take and we transmute and we transmogrify all of the crappy, shitty news that we've had to deal with all week. And the story we're just talking about now is the SAVE Act, the Save American Act, which is nothing but it's just a voter suppression bill. And y'all, stunt queen in chief, who likes to call himself president, that sentient sack of stinking, rotting pig guts that is moldering away in Michelle Obama's former home as we speak, has decided, in order to get things moving with the SAVE Act and to release tension of TSA, they're going to send ICE to the airports, which I just believe is a threat, and it's meant to stress us out. It's meant to make us feel surveilled. The whole act itself is to make voting difficult. It's to make our citizenship feel conditional. Okay? And that's, again, our issue, the 92%, is anti-Blackness, anti-misogynoir. Whenever these systems tighten up, Black women are expected that y'all are going to be hearing more. We need to come together in unity. Y'all going to be hearing more of that. Turns out we've been unified. The only people that look unified on here is who? Black women and then Black men. Coming in a very close second, although y'all could have done better. And I expect you to do better. Okay? I really do. I know a lot of y'all are still suffering from that. From what it is. I'm gonna leave men to talk to y'all about that. I think he will taco on sending ICE to the airport. I certainly hope so. Don't nobody need this mess and this drama. Not when we're wearing our cute little airport outfits. Exactly. The misogynoir is like, if it's anti-Black woman, we are not down for it. So what do we do as Black women? How do we transmute this? Our response is not panic. Our response is organized indifference. In all things, organized indifference. Not indifference to injustice now. Yeah, he's killing tourism. And then the airlines got the nerve to get in our DMs talking about prices are going up. And I'm like, you gonna force people to use other modes of transportation. Sir. I was looking into how to get down into LA for a Samsung event, and I was talking to my husband. I was like, "Can I take the train? How come we're not like Europe? There should be a fast rail between San Francisco and LA, and we can't get it built because of bureaucracy." So, what we are indifferent to is not injustice because this is, yeah, buses and trains. I might take an express bus to LA. I had to look at that. If it's got Wi-Fi, I don't give a damn. Ain't nobody bothering me. I don't know why I would care. I might do that because I don't want to drive myself. Like I wouldn't mind a megabus. Girl, I'm gonna look at that. Like, what do I care? I don't need it to be fancy. I don't need the miles. We get miles from the credit card anyway. I think I'm gonna do that. So let's not let their chaos reorganize our beautiful, bold, brilliant Black women in the 92%, our nervous systems. We get our paperwork together. We make copies. We tell our people what's happening. We stay calm. We travel prepared. We keep our dignity. We don't fight other people's battles. And we stop confusing participation with belonging. Okay? We're not going to ignore this voter. Like, what this is just voter suppression and intimidation. Okay? And especially amidst these calls of unity, if people's versions of unity are still requiring Black women to ignore voter suppression, intimidation, disrespect, then what they want is compliance, not unity. So remember that and think about that. Hey, Silvana, thank you for coming back in, Silvana. Okay? Have your documents in order, know your rights, and keep your spirits out these hoes' hands, please. And these airlines, like raising fuel prices, we're going to skip over that. Just everybody's trying to gouge us at all times. Y'all, thank you so much for checking out the gift gallery. I appreciate it. Should I put up one that I need? Let's see. Because I could really, y'all, thank you so much for visiting the gift gallery. I really, really, really appreciate it. Okay. And I want us to remember this. Our response is not panic. Our response is organized indifference. And now something I've been wanting to talk about. Do you see what Southwest is trying to do? What they trying to do? I don't do Southwest. Let's see. Thank you, Paris Femme. Thank you for hitting my gift gallery. I appreciate that so much. What are they? Southwest News. Y'all, they said that Southwest is looking at people in the line and fat shaming them and telling them when you gotta buy, like before you even get on the plane, you gotta buy a second plane ticket. Ain't that about a bitch? Oh my God. I wish a Black woman would buy like oh my God, if there was a Black woman, like, you know, the way you can do private plane shuttles. I swear if there was a soul plane, I swear I would fly on soul plane these days. Like, this is getting ridiculous. This is crazy. Y'all are gonna fuck around and make us have to come up with a 92% airlines when they started doing these things. Yeah, this is, I was shocked how, yeah, the regular seats are already ridiculous. Girl, I've done Southwest a couple of times. There've been a couple of times I've had to do something for the family, like flying out of Oakland. I think you can fly out of Southwest. But for the most part, but San Francisco is just United is the air, like United, and Alaska Airlines like makes the most of us. And y'all, I was reticent to talk about your boy EJ. I'm not even gonna lie. I really was. Because in all things, I feel like sometimes hey, Orchid in Exile coming in at 31. Southwest charge for bags and have assigned seats. I thought you could sit anywhere on Southwest. I thought that was their thing. I thought they make you line up in groups and you could sit anywhere. Is that not the case anymore? That's what I thought the situation was with that. What do y'all think about this EJ Johnson situation? I'm really curious what y'all think about him. This is under entertainment news. This is the thing that I saw all over my timeline this week. There is a lot of chatter about EJ. Now, some people say this is no more than EJ hadn't previously been really active on Twitter, and he wanted to come on here. Let me find out EJ's pronouns. Do y'all know EJ's pronouns? Is it they? Are they they? Y'all let me know. I'm gonna stick with they. He on DL, man, that's all, but yeah, he is, he's bored, yeah, or if he's bored, like, I don't know what was going on with him and that or them and that, and the chatter was around him saying, like, "Why did it go so messed up? Like, I'm prettier than most women." Why? I wish sometimes, and it felt he didn't say black women, but it felt like that. That's what it felt like in my spirit. That's what I heard. Like, that's what it sounded like in a little podcast episode. And some people are saying, y'all, this is just stunt queen antics. This is just him coming on TikTok, wanting to build up some energy, like around like his name and coming out here. And I swear it just feels like, why is the easiest way to get attention and clicks is to be backhanded and be backhanded with stuff around us? Prettier than most women, looks better in dresses than most women, with the comments circulating widely on all of our platforms. And I thought about it and I thought, again, I feel like this is one of these situations, like, is this designed to drain black women of our energy? Because most of the responses back, I've seen some from members of his community, but I want to see more from his community and less from us. Because my position was, let his own community handle it. We do not need to spend all day volunteering our outrage. Now, I'm not going to say what I want to say. And I'm like, let me look at some of these pictures here and see if this is the person I remember. Talking about they look better in a dress than, say, Olandria or Megan Thee Stallion or one of the million, because for every Olandria, for every Megan Thee Stallion, there is a Megan Thee Stallion that works at your bank. It's a girl that look just like Megan Thee Stallion, look just like a Coca-Cola bottle at the damn working at TJ Maxx. That's a legal assistant, a nurse. It's a girl that look just as pretty as Olandria's skin. All Olandria, she got that Vaseline contract. Olandria got that contract and said, look at what I can do with Vaseline now. You can't do with Vaseline, oil, gels, and creams what I do. You could wish in your... Girl, and I be getting cute with my little oils and butters on the shoulders and on the clavicle and whatnot. I can work a glittery oil out. Okay. But I'm like, oh, so you look, you prettier than Allyship, you prettier than Megan Thee Stallion. To me, it just felt like an attack on us. You prettier with it than Beyonce, creator of the Freakum dress? Yeah, everybody, we're not trying to be, didn't it feel like hate? Seriously, Olandria stopped me in my tracks in the middle of what I was doing. I was on my way out the house and caught one of her videos, and I said, let me sit down and just do this little duet real quick. Let me just do this duet real quick, because I was about to pass out from how beautiful she was. There was no amount of big cream lotions, potions that can make a show can't. And I'm sorry, because I was like, maybe I'm losing my mind. Maybe, maybe they have grown up a little. You know what I mean? You know how I told my youngest this, like, she was like, when is my... You know how they be trying to make their hair grow. They be trying to figure out the acne. They be trying to figure all this stuff out, right? Like when they're like 14, 15. And I'm like, baby, this happens to you. Everything starts smoothing out. Your shape starts coming together. Your skin starts getting clearer. 17, 16, 17, 18. Mommy didn't come into her own until freshman year in college. And when I did, I was like, that's when that all happens hormonally. Your hormones start working right. Your body has them regulated. Your hair gets longer. Your hips fill out. Like some girls slim down. Some girls, get their more womanly shape. Like it's all going to happen like naturally. So I was like, I'm not sure, EJ was a young person. I was like, so maybe things haven't quite smoothed out for them yet. So let me just go back and double check and look at some photos. And there's a lot I wanted to say. There was a lot of things I instinctually felt with the starting idea with like, thank you for picking up what I'm putting down tomorrow. So I go back and I do this. I do a retrospective. I look at these pictures that they just put out in Italia. There's someplace that looks like they're someplace. And that's when I decided, yeah, let his community handle that because I don't have nothing nice to say. EJ. We could have avoided all this if we could have left. I look better than the women in dresses or the girls that I like. We didn't, you should not. That was because I don't even know what's going wrong. Because you know how women that look like their daddies can be some of the baddest bitches alive. You know what I mean? My little sister looks dead like my daddy, and she might be one of the prettiest ones of us. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Because I'm like, it's not even about you got to look like your mama or your daddy. Like you ain't got to look like your mama to be pretty. And there are women that are masculine looking that are gorgeous. That was thoroughly unnecessary, EJ. I'm not sure what you're going through. And I saw somebody in the comments say, when do you grow into yourself? You know, that's a good question. But I was hoping, I was like, maybe they grew into themselves a little bit. You know, I'm hopeful. I know you can change. I look very different than I did. I look very, I mean, not in my face and in my hair, but like like I was on a little fitness journey trying to get a heart condition under control. And, I don't want too much weight on my knee, trying to get healthy and flexible, being the healthiest 53-year-old. And I was like, EJ, honey, come on. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna let his people. I turned into Claire from Steel Magnolias, so I didn't comment on any. Exactly, girl. I love. I played Clary in the Hattiesburg Civic Light Opera performance of Steel Magnolias. Girl, I was Clary. I was Miss Clary. Heartbroken that I didn't get that Shelby role. Heartbroken. All right, do I have any more tea? Cause EJ. Darling, we're going to let your community handle you because that didn't make no sense. We don't need to spend all day volunteering our outrage, our attention, because if I say something about that shot I saw of your feet, EJ, if I say something about that, then I'm the asshole. Then I'm the one that gets in trouble. So I was like, just let him, y'all don't look at it. Don't go look at that video of his feet. Don't look at it. I put too much ginger in there. It'll upset you. I'm telling you, because his feet are really long, but his toes are really short. You know what I mean? Like Coach Dad has these long finger toes. You know how some people they're some people have long toes, they're kind of finger toes. A lot of models had them long toes. But they're proportional to their feet, especially if their feet are long. He's got these gigantic long feet with little toes. Girl, basically. And that's when I was like, I literally just closed the phone. I was like, we just gonna let his community handle that. TT's I'm just gonna let your community handle that. I was like, let me just put the phone down. I don't need to see no more of that. The baddest bitches don't come out here saying well, I'm prettier than the rest of you bitches. I ain't never heard Kayla Nicole say something like that. I mean, rappers say stuff like that, but that's because rap is confrontational and that kind of braggadocio comes from. I'm just saying, and that's when I said, Halicue, don't make a video on this, girl. You can talk about it with your people on live, but talk about it with not you. Y'all, let's just let his community handle that. Let me stop. Indeed. Girl, what y'all saying? Girl, it was bad. No capitals. Girl! No, you did not. Let's ask Magic. Girl, no. Capital letter V, small toe toe. Girl, why did you say that? That is so accurate. It was so weird. We don't, black women, I'm sorry. Like, other things need our attention right now. We're trying to build a new empire. So, EJ, you and yo, custom made. My Louboutins are custom made. Yeah, girl, we know. We know when your feet are 2 feet long, they have to be custom, darling. We get it. EJ Johnson, that's what we're talking about. We know and don't care exactly. Leave us alone. Y'all want our feminine energy so bad. Like, everybody wants it so bad. They want for every stupid freaking performance to like brush up against womanhood. Oh my God, they can sort that shit out over there. Leave us alone. This is a perfect moment for organized indifference. Man, not every provocation deserves us. Not every insult deserves a goddamn panel. Not everything deserves like our like intellect to be like, why did they say this? Why did they do this? What are they doing? What project do they have going on? Why would they want this to be a result? Ew, it's strange. Totally, I bet he is. I heard somebody said it now. Somebody said his mom was crazy. Now somebody said Cookie is an interesting piece of work, and that's her child. It's totally not. I think, truly delusion is like, and sometimes delusion can get you places, but I say keep your delusion to yourself. Like, you are the main character in your own movie. And part of being a main character is not, trust me, I know this, I'm a triple Leo. Ain't nothing, your main character with your energy, with your elan, with your grace, with your energy, with your presence, with your humor, with your personality. Oh, we got to 100K. Yay! Y'all had them clickers engaged. I did too. Thank you. We made it. But it's good for the live. Thank you all so much. Thank y'all for joining us. That's what main character energy comes from. Main character energy does not come from banging a drum. I'm the main character. I'm the main character. Like, that's not the way it works. Let me help you from one bad bitch to another, or from one bad bitch to one that's trying to be in training. Oh, EJ. Okay. This doesn't deserve us, really. So please leave us out of it. Can you keep that over at Twink Community College or something? Okay. And black women are just gonna let the flex be. Okay, noted. Noted. Anyway, back to my projects, my beauty, my money, black women writing books, making podcasts, resting, ritualizing our wellness. Good, Deborah. Good. My mind totally rejected his nonsense. I completely forgot about that nonsense. I'm telling you, it was when that feet photo showed up. Somebody decided to show receipts and put up pictures, and I was like, oh no. So noted. We're going to let the children handle you. And we're going to get back to our work and building this solar punk, like, brilliant, beautiful black girl decisions. And y'all, really quick, before we've done some amazing work today, transmuting today. I hope y'all had fun shopping. I hope you had fun chilling. I hope you had your black girl vitamins. If you don't have them, get them. They are down in the shopping cart. I will pin the cart. Ooh. Didn't even know who he was. He didn't even show up on my radar until today. Like, I certainly remember who they are. And we could have kept it that way. We could have kept it just right there. That's Magic Johnson's honey bunny. That's him and Cookie's honey bunny. That's their baby. We could have kept it right there. We could have kept it so cute. The queen girl, thank you. We could have kept it real cute. So let's review organized indifference, shall we? 92%. Okay. Our answer as we move forward is not to become more available. Our answer is to become more grounded, more rooted, especially as we cruise into spring and get ready to bloom. Okay? Remember, let's always there's really nothing we can experience out here in news, um, in our interactions with people and our walking around as members of the 92% is like walking around as individuals that are a part of the most beautiful collective. We're a growing, thriving community. And the way forward, man, for us in a lot of ways is organized in difference. But let's never forget the decisions we made after November 2024, and they delivered that horrific blow that was the portal that has opened not only all this mess, but it certainly opened the portal to us moving into the fullest dimension of being human beings I feel like Black women have ever experienced. We are having an energetic and a spiritual glow up like we've never experienced. At least I don't think we've ever experienced since perhaps anything like this since emancipation. I feel like I've never felt more free, and I got my sisters with me. After November, after Kamala lost, we chose rest over endless freaking rescue. We are no longer the first respondents to everybody else's dysfunction. Black women, we chose true mental liberation, getting rid of those last final filaments that are still in there, those last epigenetically inherited mental chains that were on us. We are taking our minds as Black women back from propaganda, panic, manipulation, the constant freaking performance, the constant like reacting to like y'all's microaggressions. And we chose discernment over cheap coalition. No more automatic loyalty. Y'all gonna have to earn our vote and our attention and our love and our loyalty. We're not doing this symbolic unity anymore. Deborah says, we're extracting ourselves from the abusive relationship we've been in with these other groups. Indeed. You are absolutely correct. Okay. No more automatic loyalty. We're also choosing economic activism, and we would appreciate if these pastors would stop trying to rob us of the efficacy and the success of our economic activism, like our Target boycott, which continues. Okay, we're studying money, margins, ownership now. We're taking control, savings, leverage. We have to because they're trying to shove us out of the workforce in order to let in more white male mediocrity, see, so they can get back to being mediocre. We're having to do that. We have to study like what are our savings? What can we leverage? Choke points, exit plans. How can we do the most with these severance packages and these early retirements? For a lot of us, I hope it means it's going to be the beginning of a beautiful, bold new future. Black women, we chose to ritualize our rest. We chose the safety and the care and the wellness of our bodies and our nervous system. Nobody else's politics because it's their politics. They haven't been for us. It's not worth our total depletion. That's why we're not chopping wood and carrying water. And we're not going to y'all's postcard writing parties, and we're not going door to door. And we're not sending money to anybody but 92% candidates or ones that are actively anti-racist and that are anti-misogynist. If you can't prove that, if it's not on your record, if it's not on your CV, if it's not on the application, we're not considering it. We choose to trust ourselves and our own spiritual authority. We don't need anybody else. We don't need no y'all. And I know some of y'all still got pastors. Fine. Tell them to keep their hands off our movement. Tell them we don't need them. We're the 92%. Okay. We're breaking ourselves free. I told y'all I got a solution to our pastor addiction. Treat them like podcasters. Treat them like entertainers. Treat them like spiritual entertainers. That's what they want to be anyway. That's why a lot of them, the ones that are grifters, I'm not going to say it's not some people of faith that's in pulpits that are actually good, honest followers of Christ and are trying to get to the Christ consciousness. Like I definitely believe there are some, but man, not the ones I be seeing. The ones that be trying to rob us of our movement success, like the Target boycott. We don't need anybody else to validate what we already know. Black women are some of the most spiritually powerful and energetically powerful creatures alive. That's why everybody's always trying to siphon us and trying to feed off of us. Black women, we are choosing 92%, we're choosing to build empire. We're not doing this hustle theater. It's not crumbs, it's empire. It's like the real thing. We're building our own new future. That's why we need to rest so we can think up this beautiful, brilliant new future where we have like a real income that's ours, like our own standards, our own joy, our own connection to nature, and a sense of real belonging. We all braided through all of this, all of the decisions we made is organized indifference. It is the sacred art of maintaining our peace, not reacting to every goddamn insult, no auditioning for every coalition. We are not, and you know, like we're not dragging dead shit into the future. What kind of sense does that make? And we're no longer, this is my nice way of coming up with saying it. What we're doing is finally getting everybody off the boob. Everybody just been hanging on to the boob. Y'all know when our kids start walking around and going to school and stuff and talking. And after a little while, and some of us nurse for a long time, which is good, because for a long time, because of work and labor, we were unable to nurse our own children. They had us nursing they damn bastards. So I love when I hear about Black women like nursing for a long time. I couldn't make it but a year. I worked really hard to make it a year. And I know some of us are, you know, but some of us like them to nurse a little bit longer. But at some point we have to wean. And sometimes the kids fight it. They be fighting it. And now we're not nursing what refuses to wean. We got to decenter the people that just like refuse to get off the nipple. Stop policing me. Get off now. We don't hate them. We're just refusing to feed them like that anymore. That's what we're doing. That is what we're doing. Ooh, Deborah says, yet they actually believe they're entitled to our spirit, and they absolutely are not. You're correct. And the reason the hatred is so, Black Girl said this today, and I believe she's right about this. Or was it yesterday? I think I saw it yesterday. We're starting to just get clear and see the truth. A lot of their hostility, even from some of them that have no reason to have this hostility and hatred to us, a lot of it is inherited genetically. That's all they know. A lot of them too dumb to move beyond, have so few life experience. But for a lot of them, it's because she said, Black Girl said that we are mirrors to their inferiority, to their treachery, to their violence, to their kind of unattractive weirdness. Sometimes even in their physical bodies, they look like a mutation. You know what I mean? Like if y'all look at some of their incel kids, some of these boys that are all spindly and weird, like this is only, somebody said this is only the second generation of white women even raising their own damn children. And we see what has happened. This incel shit is a direct, and school shooter shit and weird shit, that's a direct result of their damn parenting. Yeah, they hate us because they ain't us. We hold up a really ugly a mirror that, in comparison, speaking of being comparing themselves to us, you notice how it's the mirror shows them something horrible they do not like to see in themselves. And I think when they look into the mirror, they see way back into their own ancestry and timeline. Yeah, they know they ain't shit. And that is not our problem. That is their problem. So what is our response? And this is what we transmute, and this is what we transmogrify here on Sundays. 92%, what do? We get quieter, we get clearer, we get more rooted, we build more, we expect less, we stop freaking applying for belonging in rooms that feast on anti-Blackness and misogynoir. We move forward with clarity, with ever higher standards, with intellect. We stay in school. That's why I love seeing so many Black women like, now is the time to go back to school. Leave it to us. Leave it to Black women to go for the intellectual upgrade. Well done. We move forward with discipline, connection to our ancestry, love, and upholding. Oh, D the Queen, thank you. And we're doing it with joy, with laughter. Y'all tickle me every time. I love when the committee comes in, the executive committee. I don't think about it and I don't look at it as closing my heart. Do I seem like a closed-hearted person? Like, and even in my, oh, Tanya, thank you. Because y'all, this is one of the last chances to fill my gift gallery. Thank you. I appreciate it very much. Y'all are very kind. Thank you. Yeah, and that's the ugly truth that became evident. So true. Okay. I'm not a closed-hearted person, but I absolutely am refusing to accept any more applications on our behalf. Thank you, Yvonne. We're not closing our hearts. It's just that the application portal is closed. Y'all know when your kids are applying to college, you remember when y'all, thank you. Y'all remember when when the portal closes, the portal closes. Ain't no more application to the UCs. Ain't no more applications to college after a certain time. It's closed. You can't access. Oh, I like those. Girl, I like those. Those are cute. I like those. Oh God, I love the interactive gifts. Those are so cute. Y'all, the application portal is closed. I'm sorry, but we're not sorry. Okay? And that is our news week in review. We haven't done one of these in a long time. Is everybody ready? We're going to do a little rest reading to close out our very powerful time here today. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. I will be back at 8:30. Y'all, this is the rest deck. We haven't looked at the rest deck in a long time. Did I put the rest deck in here? Yep, I did. I always do. But we haven't used it in a while. Y'all know I love this. This is the rest deck that was created. I'm telling y'all, this deck was brand new when we started. The rest deck, 50 practices for, oh God, I can't even, y'all, we have used this so much. We have rubbed the lettering off. Shout out to Wendy Williams, like to give us a little eyeglass moment. These are also in the cart. They're also in the mall. 50 practices to resist grind culture. This was created by the good bishop, Dr. Tricia Hersey, of the rest deck and its restorative practices with prescient wisdom from one of our favorite activists, New York Times bestselling author Tricia Hersey, the good bishop, my sister calls her, of the NAP ministry. So let's see. And I also like to use it to kind of give us a little guidance, a little totem as we get ready to say goodbye. Thank you all so much for visiting and supporting the gift gallery. Thank you for your generosity. And we will be getting started bright and early tomorrow morning at 8:30 Pacific time. I hope you all catch the replay. If there's any part of this you want to go back and check out, the replays are up on the tube that is you. I've been doing it for 2 weeks now. I'm very proud of myself. And I love this. So this is our reading for this Sunday. What's today? The 22nd of March. I told y'all beware the Ides of March. Y'all didn't know it was gonna get that exciting, did you? So that's the rest deck. It is down there. And let's get our reading in for the week. And I'm gonna hold it up again. So there's the entire mall down there. Yep, entire mall's down there. So the card I pulled for us is this one. So I'm gonna hold it in case y'all want to screenshot and reverse. And there's the back. In case y'all want me to screenshot and reverse, and I'll put it on my stories, y'all. And I'll put it up as a post on the tube that is you. And Dr. Hershey says, I strongly recommend Black women have this. If you are serious about your rest and recovery journey as a Black woman, I've got 2 things down in there. This is a perfect gift. This is a perfect graduation gift for a young woman in your life, like a young Black woman or a young woman that's like my lanky Libra that's about to graduate college. Graduation is this fall. She's getting one of these and she's getting one of these. Okay. Sacred Pampering Principles by Debrina Jackson Gandy. You know that's a Black American woman. That's a Black American name right there. Sacred Pampering Principles, Black Women's Guide to Self-Care and Inner Renewal. I love it because it comes from a salon, Black woman's perspective. This is an American Black woman who's a descendant from our enslaved ancestors, with her like taking not like soft girl life, but literally taking self-care from self-care into sacred pampering principles. This is a brilliant book. It's absolutely one of my faves. This is something to keep by your bedside. It's wonderful. And the rest deck. It's a beautiful, beautiful gift for a Black woman, a young Black woman that you know, or for yourself, for your own practice. Because y'all, I share with y'all the stuff that I use. This is what I use to keep myself in a rested, with a rested, properly functioning central nervous system. Because I grew up in trauma, like y'all. I grew up in a violent household, a very violent household as a child. So, and I'm thoroughly therapized. I'm one of these bougie hoodoos that spent a lot of time and money in therapy, and I love that woman to this day. Thank you, Dr. Leah. Thank you, girl. I don't know how you helped fix me, girl, but you fixed me. I'm grateful to you to this day. But once you finish therapy, and she literally graduated me, like she had to graduate me. She's like, "You weren't ready to raw dog life." I was like, "No, I'm not." She's like, "Yes, you." So we have to have like restorative practices, and we have to have modalities that help us practice and calm down. Also, I got Black biracials. I gotta raise these girls to understand the value of rest. Okay, so these are two things that I really love, and they're both down. They're both down there. All right, our rest and inspiration reading. Also, I love you all. My dreams are enough. My existence is enough. Beautiful, bold, brilliant Black women of the 92%. You are enough right now. Everything you need to craft a rest practice is already within you. You are not the problem. We are not the problem. Capitalism and white supremacy are the problems. Your rest work is to liberate yourself from both ways of thinking and being. Resting in a capitalist system is an act of resistance. Every day you can create a moment of rest by daydreaming. Keep resting. All right. I hope everybody enjoyed the live today. It was certainly my honor to bring it to you. I love us. And now I'm going to go, y'all. I may go live a little bit later because I need to record episode 2 of the podcast. And if you'd like to catch the replay, y'all know where to catch it on the tube that is you over there. I'm so grateful to the tube that is you. Thank y'all for showing up over there in the chat. But thank you, D. It was a good live. Thank you. Y'all make it a good live. I couldn't do it by myself. We're in a very interesting relationship here, me, you, and the algorithms. And we make it work, don't we? We sure do. We sure make it work. Thank y'all for shopping. Hopefully, Okra Water will be back on track. There's some few back of house things being taken care of right now. Hopefully, we'll be back on and popping. Thank you all for shopping. Thank you all for hanging out. Thank you for supporting the 92% movement. Oh my gosh, the places we are getting ready to go. I love us. I will see everybody bright and early tomorrow morning at 8:30. Love us.